So before I revise with you the meaning, the exact meaning of paraphrasing in order to really understand the concept and try to apply it better, I would like to show you what a quotation looks like, what a quote or a direct quotation looks like. Here is what it looks like. This is a direct quote, which means that good students wait for a teacher to tell them what to do is the exact words of the original author in this article. Our reference here is an article, The 7 Lessons School Teacher, and the exact page number is 365. So this is the citation. Here it's only page number because we have mentioned either the author's name and maybe author plus title of the reference as we have here. So we only need page number in the citation, the in-text citation. And definitely at the end of our paper or essay or maybe dissertation, we are going to have works cited or bibliography where we are going to cite this reference in full. Okay, so again, this is the direct quote. The quotation marks are very important. Number 2, the citation. Among the 3 different types of taking notes, quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing, definitely quoting is very easy. It's the easiest because you just copy and paste, then put number 2, put inverted commas, number 3, cite. But as a researcher, you cannot quote excessively. You need to use the different types of note-taking. If you quote excessively, the work will not really sound very original. It will not sound your work. It will just sound like you have put bits and pieces together and, presented the work under your name, which is wrong. And as I said in the lecture, we have a certain percentage of direct quotations that we are to use, and you need to ask your supervisor or your instructor about that percentage. Now, why am I explaining paraphrasing? As I told you, when you understand something very well, you will be able to apply it. So look at this definition of paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is a tool that allows a writer to make use of the words of another author in such a manner that the text is changed, but the meaning that is intended to be conveyed remains the same. So, paraphrasing is a tool. It's an important tool that writers and researchers make use of it. We use our own words to put the words of another author in a different expression that is our own. So that would mean we change the text, but never change the idea, because the idea is not yours to change here. When you paraphrase, when you take from a reference, the idea and the language belongs to someone else. Paraphrasing, you take the idea, you change the language. Keep the idea. That's very important. Paraphrasing is often defined as putting a passage from an author into your own words. And we said teachers usually use this. Use your own words. Express it differently. So what does it mean? Use it or put it in your own words, it is expressing a statement differently in terms of language. And I gave you the example, I like apples. One way of paraphrasing this sentence is saying, apples are my favorite fruits. What did I do here? In my paraphrase, I changed the structure of the sentence. When it is here subject, verb, object, I started here with the object and used a different structure where I used a sentence with a modal or verb to be. Then instead of like, this is the meaning, this is the content. Instead of like, I used my favorite fruits. I hope this is clear now. And when I gave you this example, I asked you to try and paraphrase this sentence, I like apples, in your own words, having in mind that you will keep the idea that the speaker here loves apples while changing the language, the words that are used, and the structure of the sentence. Of course, some words will not be changed, like apples. I cannot change apples here. I can change like here. It is changed into my favorite fruits. I change it into another form, possession, my, but I kept apples. So you see what we keep and what we change? We keep the key words that are, when we refer to literary research or research in general, we keep the words that are like, for example, terms, like concepts, like keywords related to the meaning. And we try to change the words that refer to the details. Okay, so I'll now read some of the examples you have put on Rواق in the discussion. I have corrected most of them. So here are just comments of saying thank you. I appreciate that. The fruits I most prefer are apples. Very good. Look at this interesting answer. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. What do you think? Is this a paraphrase of I like apples? No, it's not. You changed the meaning here. Because this proverb talks about the importance, the nutritious value of apples. And the meaning in the sentence, I like apples, is that the speaker likes apples. Here is another answer. I prefer apples to other fruits. Very good. Yes, it expresses a similar meaning. Apples are the first type of fruits in my cart. Again, you are really not keeping the main idea. I love the taste of apples. Okay, good. I enjoy eating apples. Good. Maybe a little bit distant, but good. Apples are my best fruits. Good, but it would be considered plagiarizing my paraphrase. Okay, because apples are my favorite fruits, this is my sentence. If you say apples are my best fruits, then you changed only one word and you kept everything else. So it's plagiarizing the paraphrase that I have put to you. Sorry, I have put for you. And then there are sentences that have problem with the language, like I would like apples. Okay, this is when you are requesting or somebody is telling you what you would like to eat, then you say this. Apples are healthy food. Okay, this is changing the meaning. It's not a correct paraphrase. I feel happy when I eat apples. Again, it doesn't really express the meaning of liking. You are adding the meaning of happiness. This is interesting. When it comes to fruit, my first choice is always apples. Excellent. This is interesting too, but unfortunately, it will not do. The answer is, what a fruit. This is showing, the structure shows admiration, but this structure is not to be used in academic writing when you are writing research, because it shows some sort of, we call it's subjective because it shows, feelings. And so on and so forth. Actually, I got over 60 answers and I have corrected them on Rواق. So this is just for those who have joined us recently and would like to have an idea about possible answers and which are to be considered as good paraphrase of I like apples and which are not.